Is Berkshire Hathaway's Warren Buffett sounding the recession alarm? Hey everybody, Scott Walters, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting, pull no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows or sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing great. So Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha. Be greedy when others are fearful. Be fearful when others are greedy. This guy is a genius. Let's just call him a financial genius. Now, this guy has made plenty of mistakes in his career. And that's one of the curious things, side note, personal note. You know, I've shared my story with a lot of you. One of the reasons, even as a licensed realtor here in America, helping a lot of people, and seeing the madness of the biggest artificially induced stimulus bubble ever recorded in world history and being boots on the ground for that thing and currently working the market as we speak and seeing what's happening. I mean, we've hit the top of the biggest bubble ever recorded in history. You will not time the bottom, my friends, of a real estate crash, but you can time the top of a real estate bubble, and we have done that. And what constitutes that? Overnight appreciation never seen before highs, and then it stops dead in its tracks. If you're in the comments right now saying our area is still going up a tick or two at best, you're not seeing anything like we saw during stimulus. I can guarantee you that. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out. Now, with that being said, my friends, I feel qualified, obligated, and moved to produce these videos because of probably multiple things. But one of the biggest ones was I lived through the 2008 Great Recession and financial crisis and the biggest housing market crash on record. And I suffered some of its blowback as a bill-paying adult. I did what I warn many of you here and what I teach you guys not to do, or at least be aware of if you're buying in this environment and how to do it wisely. But I caught the dreaded falling knife. I watched a house stuck on the market, chasing the market for a year, going through price reductions, right? We always talk about that. So I threw these people my offer and I made it stick. And I got it about 25% off of what it currently came on the market at. I felt pretty good about that, but I didn't follow one of my most important rules that I should have followed and knew better. At that time, I just chose to ignore it because I got caught up in the FOMO, something that we saw in this bubble that was way worse than the last bubble, in my opinion. Herd mentality. It was all because of our screen time. We didn't have the type of screen time in 2008 we have now. Markets can move much quicker. Herd mentality can spread much faster. And we've seen more investor involvement in this bubble than the previous bubble. I could go on and on and on. But the reality is this. I grabbed a house at 25% of where it was currently listed. Then a recession came in and just floored the nation. And I was like, you know what? It's time to dump this house. Like, this is a depreciated asset. It dropped another 25% in value. It was a 50% haircut. And that's what happened across all over America. So it's definitely possible it's going to happen again, and we're going to move to Warren Buffett, I think, basically telling us that here in a moment. But I remember in the comments, people are like, something to the effect of, well, who are you to give advice? You did a short sale before. Listen, man, what I went through, nothing. Child's play compared to what Warren Buffett has lost. He has lost a ton of money. Sometimes you got to lose money to make money. It's not every pull of the slot machine is going to be a jackpot. Let's just put it like that. That's the one thing. You can earn and lose a fortune many times over in your lifetime. And that's been most people. Donald Trump himself was in massive billions in debt and climbed out of it. Any successful person has had their share of setbacks. But I'm not saying I'm successful because of that setback. But what I will say, I don't regret going through that now. But I certainly would not want to go do it again. I wouldn't want to do the same thing over expecting a different result, which is what I saw in this bubble. People that even had firsthand experience similar to mine were back in drinking the Kool-Aid. This time is different. They wanted to say the loan quality was much higher. It was the ninja loan subprime mortgages that caused the last one. It doesn't matter. That bubble was brewing long before the subprime market entered it. So that's just the waters we're currently swimming in. But the reality is this. I don't regret it now. It's why I'm here with you today. I learned the most important thing about that is I learned a very important lesson. So stay tuned to the end of the video because I'm going to share with you what I do now, and I believe you should as well. And again, my job as a real estate agent is to put your needs before my own. The only way I can become wealthy is make you wealthy first. That is the case for every successful investor that's been able to not only achieve, but keep their wealth, is because they're making other people wealthy. If you're not making other people wealthy, your wealth will be short-lived. But Warren Buffett, the owner of the biggest brokerage on planet Earth, Berkshire Hathaway, amongst other companies, of course, is now sounding the alarm. Let's jump over and see what Warren Buffett's up to. Then we're going to meet back here and wrap it up. Let's get started. All right, friends, buckle up, strap in, roll up your windows, lock your doors as we examine another barn burner, as we get forward thinking, critical thinking, one step ahead of the economy so we can understand the waters we're swimming in. Today's article comes courtesy of our friends over at Investopedia. Why Warren Buffett is holding $325 billion in cash. Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway, best brokerage in the world, by the way, if I do say so myself, has amassed the largest pile of cash ever held by a public company at $325 billion. Berkshire Hathaway's war chest is more than the combined cash reserves of Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, Amazon, and Nvidia Corp. I think the Oracle of Omaha might know something. Despite being collectively 14 times Berkshire's market value. Let me repeat, all the companies I just listed are 14 times Berkshire's market value, yet he has dwarfed them in his cash position. Also striking, the record-breaking stockpile has doubled in just over a year. Friends, that is running for the exits. That is a liquidation time. That is wasting zero time. He definitely is starting or getting in front of this for sure, guaranteed. It's right there in black and white. But wait, it gets better or worse, depending on how you look at it. Let's keep reading. It goes on. So what gives? As in everyday life, companies save for three major reasons: to prepare to weather an economic storm, ding, 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 to make a major purchase, ding, 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 or because they think what's available isn't worth it. Ding, 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 a ding, my friends. And there it is. He absolutely 100% thinks there's an economic storm coming, and he's ready to make some major purchases. And he knows because the markets are completely inflated, out of touch with reality, that's probably, if not definitely, why he made that move. But wait, there's more. Buffett famously preaches a straightforward investing philosophy. Be fearful when others are greedy. Given Buffett's pledge to Berkshire shareholders, practice extreme fiscal conservatism. And since market valuations have been well above historical norms, and it's no surprise, perhaps that Berkshire sold over $100 billion in stocks during the first 9 months of 2024, including its massive stake in Apple by 2/3. So there we go, friends. Clearly something we say all the time: be fearful when others are greedy. Greedy when others are fearful. Clearly he has an obligation to shareholders, and right now it's to practice fiscal conservatism. And obviously he is stocking cash because right now he's being fearful while others are greedy, and we see the stock market is starting to get full of fear. This thing will play out. He will wait until he finds where he's comfortable and seeing a bottom, and he will redeploy that cash. If I was a betting man, that's where it would go. But this is one of my favorite philosophies of all time. Be greedy when others are fearful. And I saw pure, unadulterated greed in the biggest asset class on planet Earth, the housing market, which Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway are very familiar with. So kudos to him for giving some real talk, which has been this channel's mission since day one, even in the euphoria. I listened to this guy. He is smart as they come. I absolutely love Berkshire Hathaway. I couldn't imagine anything less from the Oracle of Omaha. But let's jump back to the studio and wrap this one up. All right, friends, welcome back, and there you go. So the writing is clearly on the wall. Warren Buffett, one thing he knows very well is real estate because he owns the biggest brokerage on planet Earth, Berkshire Hathaway. He is in the biggest cash position that he's ever been. And one of his great phrases that I've said more times than I can count on this channel is be fearful when others are greedy, greedy when others are fearful. This is a recession warning sign. It's also the markets are way overvalued. He saw these markets, companies trading way above their values. It was basically just like a casino climate is what we had courtesy of stimulus. It became a casino climate. He saw that. He knows that it's the only reason companies do this is when they need to weather a storm or they see an economic downturn on the horizon. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a real estate guy that wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. Understand the waters you're swimming in now, they're shark infested. Warren Buffett, welcome to the swimming pool. It's nice to have you in the shallow end. You probably took your lumps too and don't regret it, but definitely don't want to go back and do the same thing over expecting a different result. Clearly, we see this market is deflating. And friends, like I said, there's a couple things that are definitely one thing that you really need to do right now. Because if you're buying in this, even if you catch the dreaded falling knife, I can protect you from that. It's not so much your purchase price that you have to be concerned with as much as your cost to carry the property. If you're buying a first, second, third, fourth, fifth, 50th home, it doesn't matter. Anybody that's on their 50th home definitely is using this. The only thing that you need to do is how much at today's interest rate do I have to put down to get this property to be able to stand on its own 2 feet as a rental where it can cover its own payment. And then you hit the pillow at night knowing you pulled an insurance policy for yourself. If or when a recession moves in, like Warren Buffett, I think we just pretty much saw ringing the bell and sounding the alarm on, is anticipating even if something happened to your financial position, your job, if you have one, you don't have to lose the home the way I did in 2008. All you need to do is jump in some cracker box rental while you figure things out, slam a renter in there, and they make the payment for you, and hopefully even yield a positive cash flow. And maybe you just let them stay put, and once you figure things out, you call me and we go buy another home. Do it over and over again until you get to give notice at your job that you're now retiring early on real estate with Scott Walters. And that's why I'll be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way. Because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It would be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, you're going to love the next video. And there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. God bless. I'll see you on the next video.